Yo guys, what's going on? Kingflipper here and welcome to another Marquee Matchup predictions episode. As you know by now, each week on normally a Saturday, which is a little bit late. I know it's still a Saturday, but it's a little bit late. I get these out and fingers crossed we can end up making some profit. Unfortunately, last week we only got 1 out of 4 right, which was a little bit of a rip. I got the Poland versus Italy one right. Some of the other games weren't on Saturday and Sunday, so normally I expect EA to drop Saturday, Sunday games, but unfortunately they didn't. The France game, which I was surprised that they put again, considering we had that literally the last time we had the international break. So, you know, as you know by now, we have some little tips and investments, and there is some other people that do Marquee Matchup predictions as well if you want to go check them out in the description below. But let's start out with my cheeky little tips. As you can see on the screen, of course, before we get into it, never 100%. Don't forget, as I said, 1 out of 4 right was awful last week, but you still would have made a little bit of profit on some of the players. Again, this is why I say not 100% guaranteed, and this is why I say always invest in non-rare gold players, because obviously if you can pick them up for min price at 350 or 300 coins, you're always going to guarantee to make your money back. If not, you're going to make profit. Even if you never know, you might make profit before the Marquee Matchups comes out, because if you can pick up a certain player before, they might go up in price because of other SBCs coming out, so just bear that in mind. So 400 coins bid, 400 coins buy it now, max on buy it now a lot on obviously gold non-rare players, and then bids 300 and 350 coins will always guarantee you to make profit, but depends on how much, depends on the cards, depends on how much it's going to be, the requirements. Centre back, strikers and goalkeepers are of course always going to be the easiest thing for you to get a hold of. Goalkeepers are always going to be the cheapest, and strikers are pretty cheap as well. Centre backs of course are going to be a little bit more expensive, but they're usually the best bets because they're normally 95% going to be in the Marquee Matchups anyhow. It's only the striker one that could be a centre forward instead. Then you've got your left back, right back, left wingers and right wingers are always bonuses. If you can pick them up for minimum price and they do drop an SBC with them requirements, you always end up making more money 9 times out of 10. So there you go, my little tips for the Marquee Matchups. Hopefully you guys can make some good investments. And now let's get into the main thing, the predictions. As you can see on the screen, we have some very decent games, and then there's some games. So we're going to start off with the big one, Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. This is called the El Otro Clásico. I think it's pronounced that. The El Otro Clásico. I apologise to anyone from Spain if that's completely wrong how you pronounce it, but that one is a very big game. 100% going to be in there without a shadow of a doubt. Definitely good investments. I know Barcelona players now have some low-rated gold players. If you can pick them up for, like, I wouldn't, as again, 400 coins max, but if you can pick them up, then you're going to make a good chunk of profit. Atletico Madrid is normally players you can normally get a hold of that are cheaper, but if that's going to be an SBC, I can see them asking for 1 of each. You never know, or 2 of either with that one, because that'll be the high one. Next one, again, I'm 100% sure this is going to be in here. Olympiacos versus Panathinaikos. Again, why I'm saying 100% this is going to be in here. There's only normally 2 Greek SBCs and normally get dropped, 3 at the max, because obviously there's only a few Greek league teams, and that is a big one. It's called Derby of the Eternal Enemies. You can see why that's definitely going to be in there, and don't forget them 2 teams are definitely in the Greek League. Really good to get a hold of. I would suggest trying to get a hold of Greek players from them teams. 300 coins bid. If you can't, then obviously pick up the other players. Again, centre backs might be a good hand if you can get a hold of them. Next one is, I'm 80 to 90% sure this will be in here. It is a derby from the Turkish league. It's Antalyaspor versus Antalyaspor. My webcam is deciding to glitch. Thank you very much, Streamlabs. So that is what I'm going to go for that one. Can we stop playing up, please? For some unknown reason, my webcam decided to go on a little one, as you could tell. I've just literally stopped and started recording again. So yeah, Antalyaspor versus Antalyaspor. It's called the Antalya Derby. It's not one of the biggest derbies, of course, in the Turkish league, but it is still, I reckon, still one of them derbies that is up there. That's why I'm only going to say 80 to 90% sure. It would be a good investment if you can pick up gold, non-red, again, non-red gold players for minimum price. That would, even if you pick up like 5 or 10, I wouldn't go mad on that one, but I'd still say pick up a couple. So they're the 3 derbies. My next 2 games are just luck games. Spurs versus Man City. I'm going to go for that one because it's a top club clash. I can't see any other bigger game in the Premier League, and normally they drop a Premier League game anyhow. And then my wild card again is another top club clash, Napoli versus AC Milan. Again, an Italian league game. I'm only going for that one because, again, it's just a top club clash. I haven't found any other big derbies that I could see would be in here. But, of course, you guys also drop stuff in the description below. I mean, you drop comments in the comments below, and I've seen a few people put in their marquee matchups. Feel free to keep doing that because I do enjoy seeing other people putting their marquee matchup predictions, because, obviously, some people will maybe want to invest in them teams if I've missed something out really obvious, because it is quite difficult to go through all of the leagues. I've made a couple of mistakes before, but you know, but there we go. That is my marquee matchup predictions. There's definitely 3 there that I would invest in. 2 is definitely 100% going to be in there, so definitely worth it. Definitely a good investment, I'm feeling, especially if you can get a hold of Barcelona or Atletico Madrid players on the cheap. You'll be laughing. But there we go, marquee matchup predictions all done. Hopefully I did save you, no, that's normally an SBC video. Hopefully I saved you some time, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make you some profit. If it did, feel free to drop a thumbs up. Of course, it does help the channel and the video. Obviously, if you're new and you want to see more marquee matchup predictions like this and hopefully make yourself some profit, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you got the notification bell on so you can keep up to date as soon as I upload these. But other than that, thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video stream. Take it easy, and obviously, peace.